at a recording, we can do XRP.
Wrong.
No, I'm just messing. We can really do it. So like I've been watching on this one, progress has been a little bit slow. We were worried about whether this thing was going to make it through the golden pocket or not. It did get caught up in the golden pocket and rejected right here on that 618 fib. Tough going. Kind of told you this was going to happen. You remember that stream a couple streams ago where I said, look, man, you're getting into the heart of resistance up here. It's the last line of defense. It ain't going to fall through this easy. All right. It's going to take a little bit of a fight to get through. It's got to punch its way out. There is no easy path up for these older assets, especially the ones that keep getting stuck under resistance. Younger, lower market cap altcoins can move much, much more rapidly because they don't require as much money to come into them, which requires far less commitment, which requires far less trend to make things really get popping. All right, so we are still sitting on the 50 fib. That's good. Moving averages, just sitting on top of all the moving averages except the 8 EMA. You have fallen into the 821 EMA wait a minute zone, which is the space between the two lines, right? 8 EMA, 21 EMA. It's just a little gap in there between. That just means wait a minute. You guys remember Shanae from the 90s? She said that all the time, man. Wait a minute. That's where I got it from. I used to watch Martin every night. So on top of that, you got the 100 moving average under there. Doesn't want to give it up. Below that, you've got XRP that threw a death cross a couple days ago. Now looks like it wants to turn back up and try to disavow that death cross and go right back into a golden cross again. Nonetheless, this is still sitting in a fair spot. My stop loss would be down there below 215 max. I would maybe drop it down a little lower than that, down to like 207, but that's a big amount of risk. 215 is probably a little bit less risk and a little bit less safe. I mean, a little bit more safe than taking the stop loss down that far. Where do I think this goes from here? If she can hold the line here, she can pull through and start turning back up. By the way, we lost one of our four on the cloud. We now have a lag line inside the cloud. Sorry, that's 1x. All right, so we got 1 out of 4 now. So it's a scale out situation, and then look to scale back in when the lag line gets back over the cloud. Now, if you're going to do lag line over the candles, you're still fine there. All right, I'll put the green check mark back up for you if that's what you'd like. But if you're playing a little bit safer, which anyone who's heavily invested in XRP probably should be, watch closely, right? From here, if we can break loose and start going back up, short-term, short bus shorty, it gives me $2.90 to $3 vibes based on the fibs up here. That's cutting through cutting through the golden pocket, right? Cutting through all this and running up to Sniper's Alley. That won't be easy. That will be a dogfight, but that's the next available move. We'll see from there. I hope it goes through and goes higher than that, but I don't think by Thursday that will happen. We'll re-update this again on Thursday. Continue on to the next day.